Zealand. There are several reasons why an Asian NATO alliance would be created. The most obvious of these reasons is the growing influence of China. Since effectively switching to capitalism in the 1990s, China has transformed into an industrial powerhouse, with its GDP growing from around 400 billion in 1990 to 14.5 trillion today. Not to mention, the country was one of the only major global economies that grew during 2020. China has become the global exporter, with most of the world's countries now taking in more imports from China than the United States. The Belt and Road Initiative has also expanded China's global influence, as its infrastructure projects abroad give China a greater influence on the economies of the countries involved. China's main global partners, or let's say countries it can effectively manipulate without backlash, exist in Africa, Central and South Asia, and a few countries in the Americas. China's military is also growing at unprecedented levels, especially its navy. Being trapped by the United States' island allies, China's aggressive attitudes in the South China Sea and Taiwan shows the nation's desire to break free from this trap and become both a land and naval power. Despite this growth, China experiences two major problems: lack of allies and demographics. You know how I said China can effectively manipulate some countries? Well, the instant China is put into a point of weakness, those countries will turn against China when they get the chance. Also, there is the obvious fact that China just doesn't have many allies. Though the United States may not be the best ally in the world to have, most nations would much rather have at least some autonomy and wealth, rather than China's aggressive attitude towards its own allies. Additionally, nations would rather be on the side with more wealth and power anyway. If China can prove itself in both of these aspects, it may be able to turn more countries to its side. However, they may not be able to do this in the future.